Located in the northeast of China, Beijing is the capital and has been over the last 700 years. The city has a history about 3,000 years and is one of the four ancient cities of China, together with Xi'an, Luoyang, and Nanjing. Beijing used to be called Jing City in the Western Zhou dynasty in 11th century BC to 771 BC. Ever since Emperor Qing united China in 221 BC, Beijing has played an important role in North China. It was the capital city in the Liao, Jing, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties, and during these 800 years, 34 emperors lived and ruled there. It was during this period that the emperors built the world-renowned Forbidden City. In 1860, during the Second Opium War, English and French troops took control of Greater Beijing and the Forbidden City and occupied it. The inauguration of the new Republic of China under Sun Yat-sen in 1912 meant that the Forbidden City was no longer the palace of the emperor. A nationalist army general ruled China from Beijing from 1912 to 1928 when the nationalists moved the capital to Nanjing. In 1937, the Japanese army captured Beijing, but the city suffered only a little damage. In 1949, the city became the capital of Communist China, where Mao Zedong declared the start of the People's Republic of China. The modern capital Beijing has been transformed from an impoverished city of 2 million to a metropolis of 24 million people, having grown 12 times its original size since 70 years ago. It is the world's second biggest city proper after Shanghai. This week, we will watch two films set in Beijing, In the Heat of the Sun and Beijing Bicycle. The former is set in early 1970s Beijing, the latter is set in 1990s. By looking at these two films, we can see the development of the city from the Mao era to the contemporary. While observing Beijing in these movies through the lens of urbanity and modernity, I also want you to pay attention to the aesthetics of these two films from directors of the sixth generation. Sixth-generation directors usually responded to the city's and country's rapid modernization, issues such as new social inequalities, focusing on the newly emerging suburban class. The shots look quick and cheap, which produces a documentary feel, usually long takes, handheld cameras, and ambient sound. These films portray a series of social and economic issues in urban cities, and I want you to pay attention to those topics while watching the films, including class, migration, etc. What kinds of social problems do these films portray and respond to? What are some of the unique aesthetics you notice in the films? What do they teach you about Beijing? I would like to hear more about what you think of the movies and the city. Enjoy!